Everybody, welcome again to the Stakeout. This one's special. You've probably heard me say this before, but of all the people I get to interview, nonprofits are some of my favorites. We've got another special nonprofit today here in Steamboat Springs, where we do the Stakeout. I'm going to let you tell me about yourself, who you are, and then also, if you would, throw in your position at the nonprofit that you work for.
Happily. Hi, everyone. My name is Kristen Jesperson. I am the Executive Director of Yampatika. We are based here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, but we have a footprint throughout northwestern Colorado, and our mission is to inspire environmental stewardship through education.
Wonderful. Thank you. I think this, for me, gives a lot more out because I don't think a lot of people in town still know what Yampatika is. So I hope with us being able to do stuff like this and other things down the road that we can bring a little more light to, what you guys do. Along those lines, Executive Director.
Yep.
How long have you been doing that?
I have been in the position about 18 months, so I'm still fairly new.
Months.
Yeah.
Rookie and crushing it.
But the organization has been around for about 30 years.
Awesome.
So we have a pretty long-standing position here in the community, and I'd happily let you know what we do and how locals can get engaged.
Cool. Perfect. Along those lines, for the starter, can you tell us a little bit more about Yampatika and maybe a little more detail from what you first told us?
Yes, absolutely. So we are the only environmental education organization serving Northwest Colorado. The region that we deliver programming to includes Jackson County, Moffett County, Rio Blanco County, and Routt County. And we provide programming in a lot of different ways, but our goal is to help youth and adults and visitors connect to nature and increase their awareness and understanding of how our local ecosystem and geology functions. So we aim to do that in a lot of different ways, both educational and just fun. So we have a summer camp each summer where we host about 36 youth ages 5 to 11 years old. We also go into schools, grades pre-K through 12th in that whole 4-county area. And we deliver programming that gets kids out on field trips, gets them interacting with science, gets them asking questions and wanting to learn more. And we really try and tailor that programming to each age so that it builds on itself and that we are helping to grow a field of natural resource managers into the future. We also have adult programs, and those can look any number of different ways, but we have hikes and tours that we host in the summer at key destinations that really have a focus on educating people about local flora and fauna. And then we also have snowshoe tours at various destinations. And we work really closely with the Forest Service and the ski resort to get information out about the ecosystem where we all like to play.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think kids are like one of the biggest things these days, for sure, because as they grow up and get into being an adult, hopefully they have taken that with them all the way. And at the same time, it's got to be the toughest fight to teach adults about taking care of and learning about what we have. Especially here in Colorado, I think we hear a lot about people, simple as like walking through areas where they're not supposed to. Yep. And messing with vegetation and different flora and fauna, like you mentioned, that have no idea that they might have impacted it, that it's not coming back ever.
Right, exactly.
Colorado 14ers have a lot of areas like that. That's why there's trails built so that you stay on the trail, but you can still appreciate what's around you. And I think any education along those lines is huge. Have you seen?
You're hired.
I'll get back to you on that one. Since you've been with Yampatika, how do you feel like the impact, Yampatika's impact, has been on the community?
It's been really exciting to learn about and get really enmeshed in. I feel like we have a really strong presence with the youth, as you're saying. We have environmental education as a whole field of study that is focused on engaging, especially young people, in creative, thoughtful ways. Since my time, we've really tried to shift the focus a little bit more from tending to visitors and attracting them to focusing on partnerships locally so that we can get the people who live here full time to have that understanding about leave no trace and ways to keep our stormwater and river systems clean.
Yep.
Understanding what your role is as a resident and recreator here so that we can all continue to enjoy this place that we love and call home. And so that is like a big piece of where we're really trying to put a stronger emphasis.
I think that's awesome. I think I get made fun of by my wife sometimes because I will spiel and talk about Steamboat in every facet possible anytime anybody asks from out of town. Yeah. I met some people at the hot springs the other day and kind of told them about the hot springs and how it used to be like this, and they put money back into it to make it look like this. And I do think that, again, because not everybody knows about Yampatika, the more that are in town that know about it, and even just to point them in the right direction, I think is a huge helper along those lines. And there's plenty of people, I think, that come to town that want to know. Yeah, is the cool thing. They're not, not everybody's just coming to do their activity and whatever. They kind of want to know a little bit more about the area, the town, the county, things along those lines.
And we have such a ripe and rich local history and cultural history. And so we do also love to impart that information. So it's not only natural history, but all of those combined. I think, Steamboat Springs is a truly special place, as is all of Northwest Colorado. So to the extent that we can help create those connections and, again, that stewardship, that's what we're aiming for.
I love it. Well, speaking of stewards and partners and getting the word out, wrapped up all into one big thing, you're now working with us, Big Agnes.
Yep.
You're part of our chair collabs, our prints. It would actually be the print that you're sitting in currently. Collaborating with us. How do you see that like helping the cause?
That's a great question. I have lived in Steamboat myself for about 15 years now, and Big Agnes has been has a really strong foothold in the local business and outdoor gear industry here. And so I feel like you can really help be an ambassador, and we can do the same through this collaboration. And we're serving each other. We are helping to protect the places, the dirt that everyone likes to sleep on. Yep. And you are providing the comfortable amenities to be able to do so. So it makes it makes a lot of sense. And also this chair is a fun theme for what we do, which is featuring a lot of different bugs. And so I'm excited to be able to help pitch that and continue that collaboration for the product itself.
I love it. And if you don't know about this, we do prints every year now, and through a couple of the different seasons where we'll collab with a nonprofit, and a portion of the sales will go to that nonprofit. So look for this beautiful chair come next spring.
I'm gonna keep this.
Where can people follow and donate to Yampatika?
Yampatika is available online at www.yampatika.org. That's YAMPATIKA. And we have plenty of opportunities to donate both online, or you can mail checks to us at 925 Weiss Drive. But we are very dependent on the contributions of philanthropists and people who care about our mission so that we can continue to grow. And this is a great tool to do that as well. So we're so grateful to Big Agnes for making this possible.
Cool. No, we're super excited to share the good word and share it socially, especially. We've been having a big push with stuff like that. So really excited to help the cause. Now let's delve into a little more about you.
Oh, okay.
We can't just talk about the nonprofit the whole time. I mean, we could, but.
All right.
Favorite costume?
Ooh, um, let's see. I really love Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I think
Hmm.
she is an amazing character. I have not yet mastered the costume, but it's a work in
Work in
progress.
progress. I
Yep.
love that. The
Yeah.
dedication to the craft.
Yeah.
Don't forget. That's awesome.
It's an octopus, so a
I've
human, I've
seen
seen I'm
some
sure
pretty
you
cool
have.
ones where people have gone and you're just like, that took a lot of time to make.
Yeah.
Impressive.
That's sort of like I used to pretend to act, and that would be like a dream character to play.
Ooh,
So,
I love it.
yeah.
I love it. All right. And that one's a fun one for me always just because that's one of the questions we asked of all of our ambassadors.
Uh-huh.
And so I like to kind of find out everybody that we work with on different levels that same thing because we hope that there is that fun streak in them as we have the fun streak in us getting people outdoors and sleeping in the dirt. The finale.
Oh, okay.
You're stranded on an island. It's your last meal, it's your last beverage, your last drink. What would they be?
Ooh.
These don't save your life or
Mm-mm.
anything like that.
No, okay.
There's just, you know that these are going to be your last. You might get many days of it,
Mm-hmm.
but meal,
Uh-huh.
drink.
Well, I'd probably start with a bottle of Sancerre because I really enjoy a good French white wine. And I'm classy. But and stranded on a desert island, what I would say if I wasn't stranded on a desert island is probably some kind of fish.
Mm-hmm.
That seems a little redundant. So maybe like a flank steak with some roasted potatoes and a big old salad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Paired with the wine.
Paired with the
I
wine.
think it's a great choice for the last meal. Might not be mine, but I think it works for her.
Yeah.
Kristen, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming. Super excited, like I said, for our collab coming up in the spring. Don't forget, you learned it here on the Stakeout. Have a great rest of your day. Can't wait to do some work with you in the future. You guys, check out Yampatika, whether you're in Colorado, in Route County, anywhere nearby, thinking about coming to the area to visit, please check out Yampatika. And thanks again for tuning into the Stakeout.
Awesome.
Yes.